Howdy modelers, welcome back to another Mr. Handy's Handy Hobby Reviews. Today we're going to look at a lucky purchase. This one was a lucky purchase. There was 4 issues of this magazine. This is, I believe, again, Czech or Russian. Have no idea what it says inside. Got it for, I think all 4 of them were $24. So never mind the tab up at the top. It was a this one was a lucky buy. I wasn't too sure on what was going to be in it. I kind of assumed that it would be all about the Yak-38, and I was hoping there would be some good stuff inside, and I was pleasantly surprised. For those of you that might not know yet, I am a huge fan of Russian aircraft. This is probably one of my favorite aircraft. The Allied version of this aircraft, the Harrier, is my favorite aircraft. The earlier Harrier, the Aviate-A or GR1 or GR3, if you want to call it, is my favorite aircraft. This is my counterpart, or this is the counterparts version, and so being that, that is also my favorite aircraft for the Soviet Union. Let's dive right into this. So here's some useful stuff. The camouflage, the side drawings are really nice. You're looking at side drawings here. This here was this is a pre-production Yak-38. So this is before they changed the nose. This is a regular navy colors for both of those. This was an operational Yak in, it says 76, but as far as I understand, this was an operation in Afghanistan in the early 80s of using the Yak-38 for ground support. I can't remember the name of the actual operation. It was something like Bolo or some type of thing like that. And then this is the later camouflage, pretty much towards the end of this aircraft's life. We tend to have a whole bunch of information here that I can't understand it. But it looks like a full history of the production of the Yak-38. Some nice black and white drawings. It's hard to find good references for Soviet stuff. Even now, after all these years, it was even harder when I was younger. But this is nice. Here we got the Yak-38, and then we got the Yak-141, which, according to an article I read, is the progenitor to the F-35. Apparently, Lockheed had bought some of the research from Yakovlev, and they had been there during the development. Towards the end, when the Russians needed the money, they were there to see the development of the engine. And the engine in the Yak-141 is, the mechanisms are very similar to that in the F-35. So there was an actual report done by Lockheed, and they talked about their collaboration with Yak. So take a peek on the internet. It's interesting what's hanging around. This was what it was worth. This is for me, this is why this paid off. We have some nice walk around pictures of our Yak-38. There you go. There's some beautiful pictures of the landing gear. Here's some nice pictures of the main gear main gearbox, I guess is what you would call it. And then again, we get into some more information that I can't read. I really wish I could. Maybe, again, I could use the Google Translate. And then here's the other portion. These nice line drawings for the Yak-38. And this was definitely worth it. Such a great find, this book. More wonderful pictures. Detailed cockpit pictures. It looks like a jumble, but here we have the console pictures at the bottom. There's your port and starboard consoles. There's your main panel. Up here's the HUD. Picture of the ejection seat, and the lower portion, which is down here on the main instrument panel. And then we see some different weapons that were used on the Yak-38. And then this wonderful, valuable picture of the wing fold. So, and then we get into some more information. I really want to get into this because this talks about the rear defensive system on the Yak-38. So it'll be interesting to see what that is. More defensive stuff up here, but we'll have to somehow try and get into it and read it. There's your production information on your specs for the Yak-38. Some nice pictures of them being deployed on the Minsk. Some more pictures, more operational pictures. Of course, this aircraft is known for not being reliable at all, apparently, which is sad because it is kind of a cool looking plane. I don't know, maybe I have an affiliation, I think is what it's called. I have a lot of affection for ugly aircraft, I guess. So, but yeah, apparently the Yak-38 was known for high ejection rates and high crash rates while in service with the Russian Navy. So, again, some more pictures. This is kind of cool. It's a bit of a camouflage. This is the only area where there's any English. And it actually tells you what the colors are, so there, and gives you the FPS number. So out of the whole entire book, this is the only page that gives you some English, and it's to tell you what the colors are. So there's your white up there in the FPS. Here's the red for the the air intake warning symbols. Day glow red for the back. Dark sea blue for the main body, and then a bunch of other things here. This is also kind of nice too. It gives you a nice little breakdown of all the different little bits on your Yak-38. Side view of the training version of the Yak-38, and then basically an advertisement. I'm not sure what year this was. 1994. This was published. So, definitely in my eyes, I think this was definitely worth it. Here, this is actually kind of interesting because here's our two planes in the front. Here's the other camouflage one, and here's the one at the bottom. There you go. So, there's a couple other camouflages like this that were used in Operation, like I said, I think it's Operation Bolo. When I do the review of the only accurate 1/72nd scale Yak-38 by A Models, I will definitely get my information correct. But there, I believe, the Bergemont or Bergeau or 1/72nd scale decal set has all of the camouflage for this particular exercise. And like I said, it was an exercise in Afghanistan, combat exercise, and they basically tried to see how well the Yak-38 would perform in Afghanistan for combat. So, if you know anything about this particular magazine, let me know. Because it'd be interesting to know what exactly it is. And, yeah. I can't, like I said, to me it looks like it's Russian or Polish. So it is done by F.M. Gordon. Love him or hate him, he seems to be the guy that does a lot of the stuff on Russian aircraft. So, and he seems to be the go-to guy for Russian stuff. But yeah, if you know anything about this, please leave a comment in the comment section. If you have any other suggestions on things that I can review, please leave them in the comment section too. So thanks again for watching another handy review. Stay tuned for the next episode of Handy Reviews with Mr. Handy, and happy modeling.